What's up everybody? Ohrion here, coming at you guys with a lyric analysis and song breakdown of Deadweight by Wage War. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys why exactly I love Wage War and why it's my favorite band, why this is my favorite BLEGH song, and why this song is so close to my heart that I need to express and go through this whole thing with you guys in this video. Wage War definitely has a special place in my heart. Of course, they are probably one of my favorite bands that throw out BLEGHs as much as that last album that they dropped. Didn't have any in there, but they had a couple Urks and O's in it, which I cannot complain. But two, this band is very close to my heart, and it's all because of this beautiful, smart woman of mine that I have here in my life today, and I cannot thank her enough for introducing me to this band. But my girlfriend, Leah, as you guys know, as Emo Queen, she has been so awesome with everything that's going on in this channel, with BLEGH Nation as well. If you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead down in the link below. And she's been making lyric videos and everything as well. So to get to the point here, this band actually came from her. She introduced me to this band. Obviously, I was going through a separation at the time and divorce. She was really there for me as a person, as somebody that cared, and someone that was like very independent and knew where she was going and also been through the same shit that I have. She actually threw this song at me, Deadweight, and I loved it to pieces. For one, it's got that wicked BLEGH, and that's what really sparked our interest into our metal scene of everything here. And going through this song day in and night out and reading the lyrics for thousands of plays, this song has really got me through a lot of tough times. And I'm hoping this video today is going to help people just kind of be aware of some things that are going on. Make sure that they know that this is a safe place. If you guys want to drop down in the comments how you guys are feeling, what songs are kind of like getting you through some stuff, and also share with us down in the comments below. Maybe someone has gone through something that you have as well that can also help you get through some of the struggles that you are today. And this song definitely did that for me, and that's why I wanted to go through this song, break down the lyrics, explain what's actually going on in this video, and how it became life-saving for me in an everyday listen. So without further ado, guys, let's fucking get into our butts. All right, intro time. Right off the hop, guys, I know there's going to be lots of pauses on this, but this is why we're going to be breaking this down. So the intro, this is what I really love about this. For one, the sirens, kind of like guitar noises at the beginning here with the little soft bass intro coming in, and it kind of gets a little bit more picked up along the way. But Britain coming in here with the song title, which I think is really cool because they do this a lot in other songs, such as like High Horse, Fury, and this song as well, Deadweight. There could be a couple other ones. I'm not too sure. Let me know down in the comments if there is any, but I just think it's really cool how they kind of start off with a song with the song title, but also going into the get up part. This could also be like a really cool thing for a live event, you know, telling people to get off their feet, move around in a pit, or, you know, this dead weight that we're carrying along with ourselves. It's just so hard to move past that, you know, get up, start moving, a little bit of motivation. Okay, this is what I love about this. I might say this a lot here, so I'm going to try to cut out some of the stuff here. But guys, mirror, mirror on the wall, I love it. It's kind of like that Disney kind of like mirror, mirror on the wall, tell us who the fairest of them all or whatever it is.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
Britain is obviously looking at himself in the mirror here. The man I see is at fault. And like when this comes in of when did I? Sounds kind of cool because he's just kind of realizing that, you know, he's becoming everything that he hates. And it's just the tonality of when he says with those little higher midtones there, when did I? And then he goes back into the lower midtones, become everything that I hate. I really, really enjoy that and how that is actually said in this first part here because it goes throughout this whole verse quite well. Ooh, the pants too, the guitar. Internally bound, I'll self-destruct, bleed it out until I think I've had enough, but it never is, I swear. It never is. What I get from this, he's obviously in the mirror, still staring down himself. He's ready to obviously self-destruct. When he says like bleed it out until I think I've had enough, I think of like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in his head, and I think a lot of people can relate to this as well. I kind of think that there's a little bit of like self-harm that's done to him as well, you know, either cutting himself and letting it bleed out, and like, until he thinks he's had enough, and it never is. I feel like I'm gonna be reading a lot of these lyrics as it is. You guys probably know what it's all about, but it's just cool how it says like, it never is, I swear it never is. Like, he just wants it to end. He doesn't want that blood to just stop flowing because it just feels good, and he just wants everything to end, and maybe possibly his life, I don't know, but let's get on with it.
It's like I'm out of my mind, relapse the pain never the last time, I can't take much more.
This part's really neat too. So it's like he's out of his mind. I know exactly how that feels when I was going through my separation and stuff. And this is where this kind of like came in handy. So at first, before really breaking down this video and filming this video today, I really thought it was like more about like, you know, breakup stuff and that, but this is definitely a mindset game, and I could have used this a little bit more last summer when I started getting my head a little bit more back together. But when I was listening to this, it's like I was out of my mind. I felt like I was losing control of everything. Relapse, repeat, never the last time. I think that's really cool because it just seems like, you know, he's relapsing. He's either doing more self-harm to himself, and it's never the last time. He can't take that much more. And he's never been this low before. So it could also maybe return into like either drugs or alcohol abuse. But I love in the tone of this part of the song here, because he switches his tone with "I've never been this low before," and he takes that. I love Britain's lows so much. So when he takes it down to the like that lower note and says, even when he says low, yeah, wait till I start doing a lyric breakdown for low. It's just the tonality that he uses for this part, I think is really cool. And then I think he repeats it right after this part. Yeah. First time. So I love how they're doing this one here. Deadweight, all you do is break me, leave me feeling empty. How I long to be set free. You're my own misery. So they broke this down a little bit in like a chanting way, which I think is really neat. The deadweight kind of symbolizes in my mind and how this is kind of like put out there for everybody. Deadweight is kind of like that negative mindset that's in your mind. It's like dead weight, kind of weighing you down a bit. And then Britain's just kind of like accepting it, or like kind of figuring his way through this thing. It's like all you do is, and then, you know, that mental mind comes in, is like, break me, and he's like, leave me feeling, and then they're like empty. So they're like, it's very focused on the negative side of those words, and like Britain just kind of figuring it out in these lyrics here. And how I long to be set free, you're my own misery, meaning that everything that's going on in his head is definitely his own self being geared towards this thing. And like, how long he's basically asking himself, how long does he have to like put up with this shit? And it's not a good feeling at all. Even that part, even like the thump there, you know it's gonna be fucking hype there. Little riff down here, and then the go, meaning it's like, I feel like this is in a lot of like metalcore bands and songs, punk rock stuff as well. You know, they're gonna go into a faster beat. Kind of sets the tone for the next part here, which is what we're gonna go over. And I think it's really cool how they did this next part. Riffage. Okay, this one's gonna be fun. So he's obviously being honest with himself. He's loving the pain of what's going on in his mind, and it sucks. You know, you're so consumed, you're so used to, you're so programmed to yourself that, you know, you think, eat, sleep, the same negative stuff that's going on in your mind, you become that, and you love it so much that you're just going to keep repeating it, relapsing until, like, you know, that's just what you do. And it gets to the point where you cannot sleep, you can't think. And I've been through this. I've been through countless amount of nights where I'm just constantly thinking about stuff that's bringing myself down, and, you know, what am I going to do the next day to get through it? And it just never breaks through. And it's just cool how he actually says that, because he stops it as like, can't sleep, can't think, and then he speeds it up with his words there. And this is what I love, how they build their songs with their lyrics here. You'll do whatever it takes just to feel the little things. And I think that's really cool how he speeds it up there, because it's different from everywhere else in the song. It's not like the same verse. Trapped inside my head, I'm hanging by a thread. He's basically knowing by now he's trapped inside his own mind right now, and he's just hanging by a thread there. It's ready to lose. He's ready to lose it, and or it could possibly mean as well, like he's just ready to end things altogether. But let's get into the next part here. Okay, I just wanted to let that sink in a little bit here, because that's kind of like the beginning of this song. You kind of hear that little siren-y guitar kind of ring out thing there. And I think it's really cool because they end out that chorus with that big thump, mutes everything out, and you kind of have this anxiety-filled ringing noise in your head. And that could be very, you know, you feel very anxious. You feel really like, just like, what the frig is going to happen? And I really like the timing about this part of the song, because it almost seems like you don't know when it's going to come in, kind of like what your mind does as well. And then it starts going into this part. So like, it's just nice and subtle. I mean, it's not subtle, it's very anxious, but it goes into this cool like bridge breakdown part where it leads into just an amazing breakdown.
You and I are running out of time. We can't coexist. You took what was mine. So you
the anger, the emotion.
Now I say it red. Coward, so you disrupted.
You and I, we're running out of time. We can't coexist. Like, he's literally talking to himself. At this point, I see Britton in the mirror talking to himself, talking to his self-conscious about, like, you know what, dude, you can't fucking be here anymore. And doing this to my brain. He knows that he's running out of time because this could really take over his life. We can't coexist. You know, you took what was mine. He's realized, you know, that this has taken a lot of time away from his life here, whether, you know, to move forward with things that was stopping him from doing great things. And now he's pretty pissed off. So he's screaming into the mirror, you know, now, and he's seeing red. He's angry. You can tell by the tonality of his voice in this as well. And it's like, why don't you just drop dead? He drops that dead as a dude. He's angry. There's a fight going on right now mentally, and it just goes into this wicked breakdown. I'll rewind it for you guys a bit.
Why don't you just drop dead?
Yeah. Those palm mutes too.
Why don't you just drop dead?
So the second time that he says this, I just think it's really cool. It's like, yeah, why don't you just drop? And then he drops that dead again, just very heavy, cutthroaty, slam down into this heavy breakdown. It's so good.
Why don't you just drop dead?
We're obviously going to talk about this blast. It's like, it just mutes, boom, slaps this like self-conscious negative mindset out of Britton's head. And I love it because of the detail that's in this BLEGH. You hear it echo. It's almost like it's like gotten Spartan kicked right off the edge there and down this hole. Britton seems to be, you know, that power off that BLEGH just fucking powered through that entire thing that's going through. So bless obviously matter in lives, guys. Bless just get rid of this fucking shit. That's how I feel, honestly. That part's really cool too. You know, that little whisper, the little touches. This is the detail stuff that I really enjoy in songs. And you really, you know, dig down into it like what we're doing today. So it goes back into the chorus here, but right before that, it's like, oh, you are us. And it's like that self-conscious mind just trying to like slip back in there, and then it goes back into this chorus. It's so good. I wish they changed up this chorus a bit. So like go into this next part. So what's neat about that last part there, obviously Britain has figured out how to remove that thing. I like to think it was the BLEGH that just magically made this negative self-conscious just kind of disappear, but he's like no longer part of me. And then on the second time around with those higher harmonies, it sounds really cool because it almost gives that feeling, an emotion of like, hey, we finally got rid of it. You know, we're happy, but like still angry at the same time of like, no longer part of me. It's just, I don't know, that's how I feel with that one, and I think it's really cool how they really made this song. Again, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm gonna tie it up on the end here, but if you guys did like this or like this type of content, I'm gonna be trying some more videos like this, so let me know down in the comment what you guys thought about this video. I've added a lot of extra, you know, edits and stuff in here, which I thought would be a lot more fun, a little bit more enjoyable for you guys to watch, and something that I can like really put out there as in like my real life stuff too. I want you guys to connect on a cool personal level with me. I don't want to just be that reactor guy that just throws his chair everywhere, as much as it's a lot of fun and I'll never stop doing those reactions, but I would love to add this kind of content to those reactions. So let me know if you guys are even interested in that. I think there's a little bit of a gap in the reaction scene when it comes to lyric breakdown things. So I want to be that guy. I think this is a lot of fun, kind of breaking everything down. I get to tell you guys a little bit more about my life and where I came from, the struggles that I've been through, and I think that's the first step in a lot of this stuff is just, you know, talking to people. As much as I'm talking to you guys in the camera in an empty room here, I just think this is also going to help me progress with a lot more things, dig down into lyrics a lot more, and really bring in stuff and let the music do what it's supposed to do. As much as it's fun throwing down the breakdowns, hearing those bless, the lyrics definitely mean a lot, and I'm really excited to see what other bands and other songs do for other people down in the comments. So guys, if you will, feel free to share. No negativity in here. I don't want that. I don't care, like, if, you know, I just don't want like the negative shit. Don't be shitting on people for some of the stuff that they have no control of what they went through. They've been through it and they're trying to get through it and they need our help. So that's why I really want to make this kind of style of content. Our amazing community here that we've already built is already like that, and I really want to grow that on such a really big level. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Let me know what this song really meant to you. Let me know what's your favorite lyrics on this. Let me know what your favorite Wage War song is, favorite lyric by them. There's tons of them with me. I just thought I'd start off with this one because this is one of my comfortable spots with bands and who I know, and I can't wait to dive into more. So guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you did like what you see here today, like it. It'll tell me exactly how you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you guys are new here. Until next time, guys, toodaloo, motherfuckers. Toodaloo.